Hi. It's Anya Devine here, and I think this will be maybe day, I don't know, 22 or something of 30 Days of Art with Anya. No, I'm recording it after school, so you can hear Lily singing in the background, and Erin and Cara are in the kitchen. So it's a different time of day. Anyway, I'm drawing Flick, who was Hope's favourite toy when she was wee. I just love his attitude. Look at his face. So I'm gonna draw him, and I quite like the natural light coming in there. So yeah, so I've just got 10 minutes because I need to drop the girls to dancing. So no harm to have that sense of urgency about it. So I thought I might start. Hey Cara, you can come and say hello if you like. Come on in. If you're shy now, suddenly, Erin. Come and say hello proper. Seriously, come down there. You can't be seen if you don't. Right, this is the guest. This is the guest seat if anyone wants to be seen. So Erin or Cara or Lily, if you want to say hi to people, sit on that seat there. Honest to God, they're suddenly all shy. Lily, do you want to have a seat there? But don't distract me. Okay. Right. Okay, so I think what I might do is start with some collage for a change. Not. Okay. And maybe the bit of oil pastel. What do you do now? You're recording me, recording myself, I bet you, are you? You could be the whole time I'm filming this house and not know it. Right. What time do we need to leave, girls? 20 past. And what time is it now? 10 past. Okay. Just the sense of urgency I need to do a masterpiece here.
11 past.
Maybe slightly too urgent. Okay. So I'm just going to use the water done Indian ink now to explain the shadows on the right hand side. See ya. And the body going that way. And with the brown paper, I'm probably going to need to make a bit more impact with this and make it blue, you know. So I think I will at least do the foot. Anything that extends into the light, it feels like it's a natural thing to make those with a slightly thicker paper. I did want to do, well, maybe another day I'll do this. I wanted to do some, a little kind of compilation of the girls' clothes from when they were younger. Because they had some really beautiful little coats and boots and things, and I love all of that stuff. I was just looking at Erin there as a young adult and kind of remembering how she was as a tiny little baby in my arms, just looking up at me. She loved that, of course. I mean, that conversation. Anyway. Okay, so what about, I know, I'm going to put on some blue for the body. Blue oil pastel first. I think this is blue. Blue enough. It's kind of grey blue, but it's okay. So blue oil pastel to describe the general body shape. It's the hand coming down to meet the other foot, and then the foot at the front. Just putting a bit of oil pastel over the collage. Make sense of that. And the other hand is over to the left a bit too far, so I'll just bring it in. That's the joy of collage, isn't it? You can just relocate parts, do a bit of surgery, and it's no big deal. Okay. And I'm going to just make something of that eye, because I just think that's an amazing eye there. And it's extending into the light, so I can err on the side of making it brighter anyway. And then that one that's on the other side of the face there. And I'm just going to draw the outline of the eye as well with the eyelid up there with the white too. And this side of the face. Okay. I'm going to change that actually because I really like the way that the tablecloth is coming up to meet. It's not quite this colour, but I'll just change the light colour to be more like this cerulean blue, because I really like the way that the white tablecloth comes up to meet the dark of the arm there. I think that might be a nice way of explaining that rather than... Yeah, so I'm going to put the white tablecloth in here now for the arm and down the side of the body. You'll be thinking, do I ever do anything else? But honestly, I'm going to get my paints, and tomorrow I'm going on a winter retreat, and I'm going to take my easel. Will I? I think I will. I'll take my easel and my acrylic paints, maybe even some oil paint, and I'm going to take them with me up to Loch Lomond. And so you might get some nice... Now this is me wanting to dissipate the white so it's not too blatantly obvious at the other side. I just want it to be used to outline the arm rather than be a massive white form of its own, especially outside there. Now the birds are going to come down and say time to go any second, so I really need to... It's kind of nice to get a move on. I'm also practicing expanding time. Just heard someone talking about that today, and the attitude that we can have to time. Like, I know when I'm rushing, like really like madly rushing about, and there's a feeling that time goes faster. Whereas if I just chill out and accept whatever is going to happen or something like that, or just kind of expect to have time for all the things that I need to do, then that actually does tend to be the case. Oh, I'd forgotten about the option of using ink as well. About time, I do. So the ink is going to be great now, because I was floundering a bit there thinking, gee, because I'm not making any sense of this. But let's see. But when I've got the option of also including ink, I'm away with the show. It's no bother. In fact, it's quite nice knowing that there'll be something else that I can use to sharpen up bits that I want to be more clear. He's gas, isn't he, Flick? I just love him. It was from that movie about ants. I can't remember what it was called. But Hope used to love him. He came with us for a long time, wherever we went. Can you see it? Just about. No, I want to get a blue. Yeah, I think this is the blue I'm after. And so on. Just to shove the mouth down a little bit there. And then the outside of the arm could be nice and bright with that blue as well. Not really the blue that's there, but I like it. It's a Bug's Life, that's what it was called, wasn't it? Okay. And the light on the front of the foot. And a bit of light between the thumb and the finger there. It's kind of nice. He's a bit crumpled the way he's sitting. See. Yeah, so I was going to get this beautiful handmade jacket that my daughter had when she was wee, Hope. She's 22 now, and it's a beautiful jacket that my friend made for her. with jewels on the collar and everything. And I was going to hang that up, and then I was going to have some boots and stuff belonging to the other two in the background or in front of the thing. And then there's this gorgeous red velvet dress that I remember Erin wearing all the time when she was wee. And so that's going to happen another day when I find all of those things. I think there's a time capsule somewhere with some of the clothes in it. Right, now, Indian ink. This might be my final few moves, so that I can really capture something a bit more of the character in the face there. Dark, the eyes. And more fully the shape of the mouth. I'm kind of prepared for things to go a bit pear-shaped here. And you know, I like that that's really all part of this 30 days. It's like nobody's on fire for the full 30 days really in a row, ever. Are they? Even Michelangelo must have had off days, like Sistine Chapel, you know, he mightn't have been, well then maybe he's an exception, I don't know. But it feels like it's a lovely thing to be painting every day, so that the days when we're not so delighted with what we do, that's just all part of the mix. And it maybe makes the days when we are pleased with what we do more exciting even. Anyway, I'm not going to write this off yet. Cats are getting a bit lively under the table there now, so you probably hear them. I wonder if my head is just in front of the camera the whole time here. I want you to see the face though, because that's been quite a lot of fun drawing that face. I'm going to bring in some of the same dark here and there, but not like all around. I don't want to do a continuous outline, because I think that'll only end up flattening the whole thing. And I quite like the tone that's here from the light cast from the window. And here she is, midnight. So it's clear to me that having an unbroken line on the dark side is often a really nice way of explaining the shadow side. And then an open line on the light side. Just as a kind of a general rule. So I'm sure you'll have some sort of sentimental toy, you know, something that brings you back, that you kind of feel has a bit of an attitude of life of their own. That's what I feel about Flick. I think he's got a kind of character. And it's something that you can work with then when you can kind of bring it to life, you know. And there's a broken antennae there. Hope also had this beautiful teddy bear called Ted, but she's taken that with her to the flat, so. There's the cast shadow of the body on there. Okay.
Mom, we need to go.
I know, I'm almost ready. Okay, so there's